Hi, my name is Kani. I'm a dietitian and lecturer at International Medical University. I'm also mother of 3 beautiful children. Today, I'm going to share with you something very close to my heart. In Malaysia, 1 out of 3 children aged between 5 to 17 years old are either overweight or obese. Childhood obesity is known to affect children's physical health and also emotional well-being. It is associated with poor performance at school and also lower quality of life. They tend to grow up to be individuals with obesity and develop diabetes and heart diseases at a much younger age. This is not something that we can easily ignore, and we as parents need to be aware of what we feed our children. When it comes to childhood obesity, the goal is to ensure that the children attain suitable weight for their age while achieving optimal growth. Achieving this requires balanced and sustainable approach filled with fun, healthy and yummy food. Remember, number 1, high fiber, whole grains plus proteins help to keep the children full. Number 2, make one recipe and keep it to different variation. And number 3, always prepare in advance and store it for later use. Understand that a very restrictive diet for a child with obesity does not supply adequate nutrients for their physical health and growth. Thus, it's very important for us as parents to provide wholesome meals for these children. So today, I'm going to show you how I cook at home for my kids. Here's my take on minced chicken 4 different ways. Minced chicken is a great food item which you can prepare way in advance and have them ready in batches in your freezer. To make it healthier too, I love adding hidden vegetables into my mince, and the best part is the kids absolutely love eating it. Now, exact measurements and recipes are in the video description below. I start with my minced chicken. You can also use other meats or even tempeh or hard tofu crumbled up for vegetarians. In a non-stick pan on medium heat, I'm adding my oil and subsequently I'm adding my blended ginger, garlic and onion paste. I'm looking for moisture to evaporate and for the paste to turn slightly brown. I then add my vegetables. In this case, it's spinach and carrots, shredded or chopped up into really fine bits. Feel free to use any other vegetables. The trick here is to really chop them up into fine pieces so they blend into the mince. The added fiber from the veggies help the kids to get more vitamins and minerals, and they also feel fuller, which minimizes unnecessary snacks later on. Best part yet, they don't even know it's there. Next, I'm gonna add in my minced chicken, breaking it apart as I cook it through, which doesn't take very long. Lastly, I'm adding my seasoning mixture, which is basically oyster sauce. And if you and your kids like it spicy, feel free to add in some chili flakes. Now, mix the minced chicken with the cooked vegetables and we are done. That's how simple this dish can be. Now let me show you how we can use this same dish as a base for many other meals suitable for your children. My kids love noodles and pasta as their lunchbox meal. It keeps them full during their school hours. I start by making a simple garlic oil. I chopped a large number of garlic cloves that goes into a pan with some oil. I fry this until it's golden brown, and again, if you want it spicy, you can also add in some chili flakes. Feel free to make this more in advance. You can keep it around in the fridge for stir-fried veggies and many other dishes. Into a pot of boiling water, I add my egg noodles, and when I'm happy with the texture, drain it through a sieve and coat it with some of the garlic oil to prevent the noodles from sticking to each other. Portion them in your bowls or lunch boxes and top it with the crunchy garlic bits and the minced chicken mixture. Some spring onions are nice too, but it's not a must if your kids don't like them. Fried rice is a dish that is loved by many. Many may think that frozen vegetables are less nutritious than fresh veggies. But the truth be told, because of the processing method, Frozen vegetables can actually have more nutrients locked in compared to the fresh veggies. I'm adding in some leftover brown rice followed with chicken mince and soy sauce. Stir fry this for a couple of minutes and dish it out. To garnish, I'm using some egg strips and spring onions, but feel free to experiment here. A fried egg and seaweed strips are also great. One of the things that I find very convenient to keep at home is tortilla bread. Of course, you can make your own tortilla and chapatis at home, but for those who are pressed for time, using commercially available tortilla breads or chapatis is a great way to save some time. Once toasted and fragrant, transfer it to a plate or a clean board. Spread some mayo over the bread. Alternatively, you can also use hummus or any other vegetable spread. Add salad leaves and the chicken mince mixture. Roll it up, slice and serve. Feel free to be creative and add vegetables such as shredded turnips, roasted bell pepper or purple cabbages into the wrap for a more colorful and attractive wrap. Bread is always a good option for your kids' lunchbox menu. But instead of giving them just bread with butter and sugar, why don't we look at a healthier option using the same chicken mince from earlier? Take a piece of wholemeal bread and flatten the bread using a rolling pin. Add a good spoonful of chicken mixture into the center of the bread. Egg wash the edges of the bread and bring the edges together. You can use a curry puff mold for this or just crimp with a fork. Arrange the breads on a tray and bake or air fry them at 180 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. You can also prepare this well ahead and freeze and store them in your freezer and just bake or air fry when needed. So here are some quick ways to prepare nutritious food at home, and it's food like this that can help with the current issue of childhood obesity. Simple, nutritious meals packed with fibers from fruits, vegetables and also whole grains helps to keep the kid feel fuller and reduce unnecessary snacking. This can also help with reducing intake of sugary and calorie-laden food, which is the main contributor of childhood obesity. I really hope that this video inspires you to try some of the recipes at home. Healthy eating begins with you. Until the next time, I will see you soon.